Good morning, everybody.
Howdy, y'all. Cozy in the bed, waking up in the washer towels.
So good.
We did. So later on in this vlog, we have something we're really excited to do. We've always wanted to do it. Have never been able to do it, but we'll cover that topic here in a little bit. This morning, though, we got to get up so we can hit the road and eat some breakfast, right, Angel Princess?
Eat breakfast first and then hit the road.
What she said.
Looks like it's time to hit the road. Now we're going to be doing something that we have never done before that we've been wanting to do, but you have to have a self-contained living quarters to do it. It's called Harvest Host. We're also going to an area of Arkansas that we have not been to in probably, what, 2 years?
3, probably.
Probably been 3 years.
Yeah.
So we're excited to go visit the area, especially in fall because it is beautiful, and Harvest Host. So let's hit the road. Well, we made it. And we're laughing because if you have ever been to Eureka Springs, it is a very small community, very small streets, very old houses. Well, our first stop here is dinner, and we are eating at Ermilio's in the downtown region.
It's our favorite restaurant.
Yeah, we have to eat there when we come here, and we were like, can we make it? Well, we just totally backed in between this car and that car in this parking lot.
And we had
an audience.
We had an audience the whole time. They were all up there on this porch because this place is so popular that if you don't get here an hour before they open, you're going to be waiting in line. There's already people waiting. This place opens in 45 minutes. There's already a line.
The parking lot is full, and usually we don't even get to park in the parking lot. So every time we come back, we're like, let's go early. So we're here at 3:12 and it opens at 4. So I guess we need to hurry and get in line.
Are you changing?
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can change, if we can even get back there.
Yeah. Well, this is cool.
I wish we could just put our names on the thing and just sit here and drink wine. You can't make reservations.
Oh yeah, you can't make reservations.
And I don't even think they have the door open to put your name in, do they?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe I backed into this tight spot.
I know, oh my gosh, I was so nervous. We came in here to change clothes because we're in our driving attire. I don't know, I just want to put on something a little different.
Look how pretty she changes. Nothing too fancy. And then put on her shoes and go to dinner. Okay.
You got my key?
So they opened up the doors to upstairs, and we were trying to hurry up and get over here because we thought that they already opened up the restaurant, but they still haven't opened up the restaurants. They don't even take reservations. You just have to be at the front door. Upstairs is where you have a little bar, some cocktails. So Kelly and I decided we're just going to come back to the old beast.
It's the beauty of it. Right up here.
Right up here.
Odin
Go for
Lounge.
it, babe. Odin Lounge. Lounge Odin. If you're new to the channel, our last name is Odin. Kelly and Cody Odin.
Are we semi-flat or
No,
what?
we are crooked. Just a little bit.
Ooh, all that breeze coming in. What's crazy is that it's actually cooler in here, I've noticed, than sometimes outside once we get the fans going. Now, wine?
Wine. We're gonna let Kelly have a glass of wine
You
since
don't
I'm the
want
DD tonight. So yesterday I asked Kelly, what do you want to do, Angel Princess, more than anything in the world? She said, we can't do what I want to do. I said, what is it that you want to do? She says, I want to go back to Eureka Springs and do a harvest toast. I said, let's do it. It's pretty much how this went.
Pretty much. Speaking of Harvest Host, I need to let them know what our ETA will be. So Harvest Host, you get an app. You pay a yearly fee. The app shows you all the places that you can Harvest Host at. That usually means it's a farm. This is like a brewery. This is like a museum. And that's kind of like where we're staying. It's not a museum, but a Om retreat center. So they do yoga, meditation, all kinds of cool stuff there. They also have a really nice garden area where we're going to be staying. We have not been there yet. I do need to message them and let them know that what time it will be. They want to know an ETA of when you're going to be there.
And the way Harvest Host works is that you don't pay a fee when you go camp at these locations, but they do expect you to spend money at their establishments. If it's a brewery, you know, please go in and have a beer, some food, because they're letting you stay for free on their property. But the reason we could never do it in the past is because you have to have a completely enclosed unit. You can't have a tent, you can't be sleeping in a car either. You have to have your own shower, your own gray water tank, toilet, black water tank. You have to have it all enclosed on your own unit to be able to do Harvest Host. And that's something we've always wanted to do.
It just gives you another option of places for us to camp. That was the big thing with the tent, is when you're living in a tent full time and you're traveling the country, trying to find somewhere to sleep at night is very, very, very difficult. So this makes it a whole lot easier. It takes off a level of stress. It'll help us be able to enjoy life and do more things that we want to do.
Kelly got her little pre-game glass of wine.
Pre-game.
Pre-game. And it looks like more and more people are showing up. So
We're getting nervous. So
we're getting a little nervous.
Oh, it's like a cake. So good. Dinner was amazing. Well worth the wait, well worth the drive and the parking for our situation. But now we're headed to our Harvest Host, and we'll show you that as soon as we get there.
So we've made it to our first ever Harvest Host. Just got set up, and it was a very short drive from Ermilio's. But tomorrow morning we will show y'all exactly what this Harvest Host offers. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
We slept pretty well. Well, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why I didn't sleep very well. I woke up
slept
at, Kelly slept great. I woke up at like 1:20 and stayed up till like 3. I was just tossing and turning. I'm sure everybody's had those nights. But I finally did go to sleep after that, and I slept harder than Kelly got up this morning. I was like, get up! Why don't you get up? But we can only stay one night at a Harvest Host. It's usually the limit at all locations. I haven't seen any that has a longer location.
I haven't seen anything that says you can stay like max 2 nights. It usually says max 1 night. But that's okay because we have reservations somewhere else. Now, when you're in Eureka Springs, there is no primitive camping anywhere near Eureka Springs. How far out would you have to go to get some primitive camping?
40 minutes south of here, there is a wildlife management area that's got like 10 camping spots, but we've never gone there and wanted to take the chance because we understand it's a wildlife management area for hunting purposes, so it's probably all taken, so we never won the gamble anyways. Yeah, and it is hunting season. But the National Forest, the Ozark National Forest, is probably about an hour and a half away from here. So it's not a short drive to be able to disperse camp in this location.
So anytime that you come up to Eureka Springs or the Bentonville, Fayetteville area, there is also no permanent camping up there either. That is kind of why we didn't frequent in those areas as often, is because we just love to be out alone in nature. So having this vehicle when we're in Arkansas, it gives us the opportunity to go to those places more often, because we do love the area. We love the history, we love the quaint little coffee shops and the restaurants and the mountain biking. There's so much mountain biking up here. So this just gives us another avenue of a way to get up there and camp and be comfortable. This morning for breakfast, I'm making my yogurt pancakes, which are in the cookbook, by the way. And again, the cookbook will be back in stock in about 6 weeks from now. But today I'm gonna add some blueberries. This is the first time that I've made pancakes in here.
She uses coconut oil, so right now the whole camper smells like coconut oil. It smells like an almond joy. That's the way to describe it.
That's a good way to
Oh, it smells good. So far, all the dishes Kelly has cooked has not affected our bedding. Of course, we don't keep anything closed and everything's open. Even whenever it got down to the 30s the other night, she kept all the windows open and it's...
Well, not at night.
Well, no, I'm talking about while you were cooking.
Oh yeah, once we got up and we were awake and, you know, we could put pants and, you know, warm clothes on, then I opened, the vent fan stayed open all night, but I opened definitely this window. We had this fan on, which right now it's not on since we're talking to you guys because it is kind of loud. We didn't realize that until the first vlog. But we have all the windows open, even the screen door, so.
These are some of the best pancakes in the world.
And for some reason, we had enough to make a little baby pancake.
That we're splitting. Aww. While she was cooking, I was looking at some Harvest Host locations across the country. There is so many different things. There are actually maple farm harvest hosts where you can go to the maple farms, stay on it.
But when you do a harvest host, all they ask you to do, depending on the location, is to either purchase something from them or have a donation for them.
Because some locations might be church related, some locations, wineries, breweries, restaurants, museums, a lot of farms. That's the cool thing, because there's a lavender farm. I didn't even know there was a lavender farm in Arkansas.
It's fairly new.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have a harvest host, and Kelly really wants to do that one.
You know I love lavender.
She loves her lavender.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's all there. The name of this harvest host is Fire on Earth. They have little labyrinths that you can walk around. They have trails around the property. They do yoga. It's a full-on retreat, and they do pottery. And that's what we're about to go check out right now.
Hello. This is Craig.
Welcome to Fire on Earth.
And he owns this whole property, and he's going to explain to you a little bit about what he offers here.
Hi, this is our studio that's built into the mountain. Let's go over here and take a look.
And this here is the mountain that it's built into.
It's really cool.
It is really neat.
So this is clay area. My wife and I do a lot of clay work. She sculpts, I build ocarinas, which are a whistle flute. Come on, let's just take a look around. This is student area. Lorna does bed and breakfast classes and B&B experience. And she can take up to 5 people at a time. She has an ongoing weekly class of students. This is students' pieces waiting to be fired. This is my and Lorna's work waiting to be fired. This is a rolling mill for rolling clay, tile press for pressing clay tiles. There's a pug mill for reprocessing clay, and there's a medium and a large kiln. We used to have a small one, but it got old and died, sad but true.
This is where they fire the clay afterwards.
And work that has been bisque fired, that's the first firing, and has been painted with glazes and yet to be fired. First firing is 1800 degrees. Second firing is 2300 degrees. And that glaze will turn classy.
I like that.
Lots of glazes, lots of painting. There's some pieces that have been fired once. They're hard, they'll be painted with glaze. And let me tell you a little something. This is a wax dip, okay? When you fire clay or glaze, you want to put wax wherever you don't want the glaze to be. And that way I can keep it out of the finger holes and out of the whistle.
Because these are whistles that he makes, and I might end up getting one.
And this is the apothecary. It's all these lovely, wonderful things my wife works with. She's very talented. I love my wife. Some masks and headdresses. There's a whole row of masks. Halloween's coming. Stop by, get yourself a mask. Why don't you go ahead in the showroom and just show around?
All right, so this right here is the showroom where you can purchase any of their homemade products. Cody was telling you about the flutes earlier. Here's some right here. And some smaller ones right here.
And I am actually going to get a flute and a coffee mug.
Oh yeah, I didn't show the coffee.
Oh yeah, or little mugs.
These are the finished bowls, cups. Look how cute this one is. I love that's like an espresso cup right there.
So let me show you what we actually ended up getting. I'm excited. So here's my little cup that I got. Real fancy, isn't it? But this is what I've been wanting. Kelly, how long have I been wanting a flute?
You've been talking about a
About 3
flute like
years.
this for a long time.
So this is crackled, he was telling us earlier, where whenever it's being cooled off, I guess you would say, after it's been heated. Crackling happens whenever it's touched with just air and you air fan it with the fan, and then moving air crackles it. The other process is laying it on a bed of newspapers that absorb the heat and smother it and keeps it from crackling. So whenever he told us that and he had a flute with crackling on it, I was like, I need the flute, but
So you gotta play it.
yeah, okay.
You're pretty good. You'll get better.
I'll get better. So when Kelly does yoga from now on, I'm going to be in the background.
And then I got me a lotion. Where's my lotion? Because you know I like lotions and oils, so I had to get me a little lotion bar. This is almond oil, shea, sage, rose, and patchouli, and I love patchouli. But we will list all the information below in the description on this place. Fire Ohm Earth. You need to come check it out. It is located in Eureka Springs. We made it to our next camp spot. We're at Kettle's Campground now. It is still in Eureka Springs. We have camp set up back here. We are in the very back of the park, so it's really nice. And this is a campground that we have stayed at before with our tent. Now the tent area, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be at the very front of the campground. And what's not ideal about that is that this road is very busy with motorcycles almost well into the night. So another reason in a hard side vehicle being in Eureka Springs, this is a really great campground to stay at. That's why we chose to stay at it again. Plan is now we're gonna go downtown, but we are not driving. We are thinking of taking the trolley. The trolley does stop here. So we're gonna go walk up here and wait on the trolley. They run every 20 minutes and it goes downtown. There's a route list. It goes everywhere. And then we'll take it back later when we're ready to come back. So very convenient with Eureka Springs. If you have a Class C motorhome or a van and you don't really want to drive downtown because it is small, it is busy, parking is very minimal, they do have a trolley system here, which we've never taken before, so this is new for us. I can't wait. I'm excited to do something new. I'm always excited to do new things.
So we actually had to run to get up here because it was here already.
Have a good afternoon. Thank you. See y'all later.
The trolley is $6 per person and it runs today until 6 o'clock. But I want to go into this apothecary.
Okay. We've been walking around, really love this downtown. This is one of the coolest downtowns, I'd have to say.
Pretty cool.
But we found out that one of the restaurants Kelly really wants to eat at doesn't have a reservation until 5:40. So
We're gonna miss the trolley. But we had a local tell us that there is a guy, he has a taxi service and he drives a limo. And so we found him, we called him, and he's gonna be come picking us up later.
this is kind of spooky.
A little bit.
Now that's just too cool right there though.
So we're gonna be eating dinner at a place called the Grotto. We've never eaten there before. It's been here for about 4 years and it looks like it's gonna be really good. Dinner was amazing and totally unexpected. We had no idea that this restaurant even existed. So now we know it's on our list for future times. But now we're waiting on our limo slash taxi. So we're just out here waiting to see what happens.
By the way, I've never had bone marrow in my life.
Yeah,
and
me neither.
We had bone marrow for the first time this evening.
It was very good. If you're on the fence about it, just go ahead and order it. It's really buttery. It looks weird at first, but it's so good on bread.
Matter of fact, the first bite, she was like, I don't know if I can eat this. And then
No, I didn't even try it yet though. It just looked like pate or something. I don't know.
she didn't think she would like it. And then I told her all the flavors coming from that. She almost ate all of it for me, y'all. So from what we know, Fuzzy has been here since the 70s and everybody in the town knows Fuzzy. He is the only taxi service besides one Uber gentleman. That's it. Yeah. Is this Fuzzy?
He called Fuzzy.
Yes, sir.
Driver.
Okay.
All right, anywhere? You at the very back or middle or? Okay. Thank you so much. We're a couple past this little trailer you see in front of you.
That's this little white thing.
Yeah, so there's the camper with the lights on. We're the next one right after the Jeep. We're that Ford pickup with a camper. Yes, sir. And then after that, all you have to do is take a left here and you can exit.
Thank you so much again. We finally made it home, home sweet home, and now we're gonna go to bed.
And I do have to say, if you are in Eureka Springs and you do need a ride, Fuzzy's taxi service, I don't even know what the real name is.
If you just Google taxi in Eureka Springs, he's the only one that pops up.
Yes.
So, and it doesn't have his name on it.
It was such a great experience. They did a great job. So I would definitely take a limo in and out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Parking's not really fun, so.
No, but we'll catch you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Today, it is raining. You can't see it, but you can hear it. And we have plans today to take you guys to a little spot called Blue Springs. Now, it is about 20 minutes from Eureka Springs, so that was the plan today. It's an outside thing. We're gonna have to walk, but it's actually supposed to get worse as the day goes on with the rain, unfortunately. We didn't think it was gonna rain until probably about noon, but it has changed. Here it is. But we're thankful that we have something that we can be in and not get wet. Very thankful about that.
We're gonna go ahead and head on to our next adventure. We'll catch you on the other.
We'll see you guys on the next one.